President Donald Trump's legally questionable, if not outright illegal deportations, because there's no due process, are quite literally killing people and will likely kill more. On Tuesday, the LA Times shared a story of a family who came to the United States on humanitarian grounds in 2023. They came here to get their 4-year-old daughter some medical treatment that she needed. Now, the young girl was only identified by her initials since she is a minor, S.G.V. Her mom, 28-year-old Daisy Vargas, who is a Mexican national, and her 34-year-old dad, a Colombian national. That's the family that is currently staying in the United States. Now, they are here legally, okay, and S.G.V. has been receiving care for something called short bowel syndrome at the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. Now, the family, who again was allowed to be here legally to get that treatment, received a letter last month stating that, oh, you know what? It turns out we're going to take that legal status away. We're taking it away for no reason, and you need to self-deport. Now, okay, now, well, I mean, what's the problem then? Just leave, right? Go get treatment somewhere else. No. If she stops her treatment, she'll be dead in a matter of days. Okay? Her physician, Dr. John Alsinault, wrote a letter stating, quote, that if there is an interruption in her daily nutrition system called the total parenteral nutrition, this could be fatal within a matter of days. Oh, so yeah, she leaves, she dies. That's it. As such, patients on home TPN are not allowed to leave the country because the infrastructure to provide TPN or provide immediate intervention if there is a problem with IV access depends on our program's utilization of U.S.-based healthcare resources and does not transfer across borders. So, look, even if there is another country that could, that, you know, has this ability to treat her, that takes time to set up. It takes time. And so she doesn't have that time. Family's attorney, Rebecca Brown, of the firm Public Counsel, said this is a textbook example of medical need. Okay. Now, they petitioned for the continuation of temporary humanitarian legal status with the government. So far, nope. Now, she added, this child will die, and there's no sense for that to happen. It would just be a cruel sacrifice. Well, here's the thing. There is, I'm afraid that there is no amount of cruelty that this administration would not inflict upon an immigrant. I mean, I think that's pretty clear by now. It doesn't matter to them if she is a child. Right now, there are children dying in Gaza, and they don't give a damn. Hell, there are U.S.-born kids that are dying from lack of food and health care in this country, and they don't care. They just passed a bill to cut Medicaid and food stamps, okay? Which will, yes, kill children. That's what'll happen. They don't care. They don't care. And it's not just that children are dying, okay, or could die. There are also adults that are dying or could die as a result of these deportations. Recently, a gay man was deported back to a country where he was literally sexually assaulted. Yes. Look, the man, not identified, okay, came here seeking asylum from Guatemala. He was granted asylum from Guatemala because he went through the process, proved that he was in danger if he stayed in that country. He has no criminal history. Is a damn good reason to be here. And yet, none of it mattered. Even after a judge ruled that, yes, this man, he should stay here because he will likely face persecution and torture if sent back to his home country, and was granted a withholding of removal protecting him from deportation, he was still deported. None of it mattered. Now, first, they sent him to Mexico, where he was sexually assaulted, okay, at one point. And then he ended up returning to Guatemala. Well, why did you leave Mexico? Because in 2024, while traveling through the country in order to reach the United States to then claim asylum, he was raped and held for ransom. So when given the choice between the two countries, I mean, he took apparently the less bad option for him personally, even though both options were pretty bad. So now, where is he at? How's he doing? Well, he's still alive, but his life is not good. In fact, it's pretty terrible. In a declaration submitted to the court last week, the man identified as OCG said that for the last 2 months, he has been living in fear, in hiding, largely staying indoors, and relying on family members to bring him food, groceries, and necessities for fear of being recognized by those who had attacked him previously. Quote, "I feel fear and danger anytime I go out. For me, it's not easy. The people who targeted me before know who I am, and they have shown me twice before what they're capable of. I don't want to get attacked a third time." And that third time might be the last time. He added, "I can't be gay here, which means I cannot be myself. I cannot express myself, and I am not free." Yeah, the reason he came to the United States is so he could be free to be himself. That's it. I thought we were supposed to be the bastion of freedom here in this country. But no, we're not. It's just very, very clear that we are not the bastion of freedom that we claim to be. Okay? And it's been clear for quite some time. But anyway, no, there's another gay asylum seeker, Andre Jose Hernandez Romero, a Venezuelan makeup artist, who was sent to El Salvador, to CICOT. It is very likely that he is not alive right now. But then again, they don't care. They just don't care. They didn't care when Human Rights Watch, back in 2020, released a report finding that nearly 200 people that were deported under Trump's first administration were either harmed or killed after being sent back to El Salvador. So if they didn't care then, well, they won't care now. Innocent people, members of the LGBTQ community, and even children. All right, children with, short bowel, or even with cancer, they're just being sent back to their deaths. Their only crime, not being white. That's it. Not being white. And at the end of the day, you got to understand that this cruelty is what MAGA voted for. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.